Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for, where is it, 17th and the 18th of December 2022. And we're using, what's it called, Tarot of 78 Doors. Don't know why, just feel like it. I kind of feel like, and let me know in the comment section if you agree, that the run up to the holidays is always this kind of feeling, you know, this kind of 78 Doors feeling of slightly swirly, slightly phantom, can't quite work out what's happening with the days. And then it happens again, doesn't it? Between like Christmas and New Year, you get like all the bank holidays and all the time off and nothing really happening, and just that feeling, isn't it, of being in a slight, I don't know, Utile desert. Utah desert. Let me know in the comment section what you think, but that's why I chose this one. Let me know your plans for the weekend. My plans for the weekend are pretty small. I have been watching The White Lotus. I am recommending 2 seasons. It's on, in the UK it's on Now TV, but I guess it's on something else in other places. Wow. Not only is it beautiful, but very compelling. Oh yes. What, oh my God. We may regret this. Okay. It's a lot of reversals. Turd on the top lip, people. I'm feeling turdy on the top lip. I'm like, I can't hide that when I just can't hide that. As the actress said to the bishop, oh, for Christ's sake, okay. Yeesh. Let's do it. Let's glitter the turd as far as we can, but not too far. Okay. God. Overall energy card. We get the Queen of Swords. Ooh, let me just pull that curtain a minute. Might get a sneak peek in my elasticated trousers if you're lucky. Queen of Swords, and there is the Phantom, kind of. It's got this whole feeling of kind of old Freudian psychiatry, isn't it? With people leaning back in chairs and that whole kind of almost with the High Priestess as well, of the feminine coming out in vapours, you know, and your demons coming out in vapours. There is something in that. And I'm not saying, you know, this weekend your demons are going to come out in vapours. I don't mean it as glib as that. But there are a few skeletons in the cupboard here this weekend emotionally, and that kind of did come up a bit yesterday as well. Do you remember yesterday we got the 10 of Wands and we were talking about surrender? Lemongrass tea today. Yeah, we were talking about surrender. It's a bit like an emotional surrender, okay? It's half voluntary and it's half that kind of feeling of sighing something out. Next card we get here is the Two of Swords in reverse. You can see here it's like a foundling. And I never did work out why this was particularly the Two of Swords as a foundling. But anyway, Two of Swords is a card of suspension, of things being, and remember yesterday we had fire and ice, things being put on ice, things being, do you remember we had that moon card, things being held in some way. So you may have been waiting for something, wondering about something, wanting something to happen, or just feeling the suppression of something. And when you've got the Two of Swords in reverse, it's like the Hanged Man in reverse. It's slightly game on, but not as game on as a Hanged Man in reverse. So think of this as like the little ball is rolling down the hill. The Hanged Man, I always have it as a massive boulder, and it's, you know, you kick out the stump from underneath it and it's on. This is just like someone, do you remember that game? What was the game that you used to play like with your granny? You sort of, was it Tiddlywinks, when you kind of flick something? It's like someone just flicked a little ball and the ball is a bit of destiny. It's something just being rolled out, but only a ripple. It's not a huge wave, okay? So we then have the Emperor in the reverse. Now I've just realised as well that we also have the Empress in the reverse. I know. I mean, for God's sake, I'm going to have to back up a JCB full of glitter to glitter this particular turd, aren't I? But I'm prepared to do it. Okay. Emperor and Empress in reverse, we have to think about masculine and feminine elements. So we're thinking about how the energies are working. The internal energies, which is shown here, are being made external somehow this weekend. This could be literal. You could get something off your chest out in the open. You could almost have a row with somebody, or a heated discussion. What do they call that? A sort of a strong difference of opinion, you know, a row. Something could come to the surface literally in words, in a situation. In family, because we've got the mother and the father, which is the parents of the tarot. So this could be a family situation coming to a head. It can be feelings about your parents in some way coming to a head. It could certainly be a relationship situation coming to a head, because we've got that masculine and feminine, and when we get that, you know, they're counterparts. And they're both in the reverse here, and in the middle, the crowning glory. I know, we got that Two of Cups in reverse. You're thinking, Gemma, could you not have just like stayed off for a little bit longer instead of just coming and delivering this? It's not all doom, it isn't all doom, but it's definitely something cathartic. This is catharsis. I mean, it feels to me like this is under some kind of, you know, therapy or influence or something like that. And it feels very like you're getting something out. Expectorant. I mean, I've taken enough of that in the last few days to know what it means. But we also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is a card you want to get in reverse. So the Five of Pentacles is a card of being left out in the cold, or separating yourself from something, staying on the sidelines of something, and feeling a little bit out on the edge of things, and maybe feeling a bit lonely, a bit separate. It has a very spiritual element to it, where there's a spiritual kind of benefit to taking yourself onto the edge. But even so, it's a lonely old card, isn't it? I mean, look at it. It's not looking too sparkly there. This is in the reverse, and when it's in the reverse, you come back in from the cold. So it's coming back in and finding some kind of warmth and acceptance. For some of you, you're finding it in yourself, because whatever this relationship is, it's kind of showing its colours, and that doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means it's showing you its colours. We've got the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the emotional wish card. Jupiter in Pisces, nice card to get actually. Always depicting rather a nice feast. I'm just looking here what he's got, but I can't quite see what it is. I don't know if you can. But anywho, Nine of Cups is your emotional wish card. The universe is saying to you, it is time for you to separate the wheat from the chaff this weekend. Something comes up which almost draws out of you who is in and who is out, who is walking alongside you in your journey and who is not, okay? And I think it's also true of you and other people. Who do you actually want to spend time and effort with? And who are you linked to? And who actually would you like to cut loose as well? It's not just working the other way round. Also, when you get all of these reversals with a lovely Nine of Cups, in fact being the only upright one there, that is the universe saying to you, I want to know what you want. Tell me what you want. And the way that you do that is to liberate yourself to want it. Okay? I like that. Let's have an oracle card. What am I wanting? What oracle cards am I wanting? Oh yes. Stephen Farmer. Messages from the spirits of nature. Yes. let's have a looky-see. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, wind. We get movement. I like this, and it reminds me of, do you know in the Colette Baron Reid when there's like a zebra and its stripes are being blown off and it's called a change in the wind? This is a change in the wind. It's not necessarily easy to take, and it's not necessarily what you might have thought you wanted, but concentrate on what you definitely do want in your heart, and the rest of it will kind of blow to fit. I don't know what that noise was. It will sort of, what's the word? Not rearrange itself around it, but there are kind of subtle changes. If you think of this in terms of weather, there are subtle changes going on around you, which will make this seem like it was always inevitable. Leave me a comment, let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.